Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death. Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia. The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
That particular type of bleaching to the pigmentation of the skin denotes a chemical burn, most likely a chlorine-based substance. Tracheal surgery to remove a cancerous growth has resulted in the victim being fitted with a voice box. The victim suffered a rare genetic disorder causing them to have 6 fingers on one hand. Alfred, the victim's name is Allison Weers.
She was an engineer employed at Ace Chemicals. That would certainly explain some of her ailments. She moved into a retirement home in Bloodhaven several years ago. Their grounds are adjacent to a large park.
Another person taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the 2 victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
Alfred, we can add a 3rd victim to the list.
This is becoming rather ghastly, sir. It brings to mind a spate of murders at the beginning of your career. It was Halloween then, if I'm not mistaken. Turned out to be rather a long one, if I recall.
I'm going to try and identify the body. An irregularity on the victim's chest. It appears to be a birthmark, quite distinctive. There's a bullet lodged deep in the upper bicep. This type of ammunition is predominantly used with a hunting rifle that hasn't been manufactured in over a decade. The left foot is missing several toes. The site of amputation suggests the removal of non-viable tissue in the treatment of frostbite. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Robert Kincaid.
He was a microbiologist who worked for Stag Enterprises. Many believe the shooting was connected to Kincaid's knowledge of controversial research, although that remains unverified. He took a teaching post in Atlanta, which is where he was reported missing.
That's 3 victims, all of them abducted in various places around the country. Keep looking for a connection, Alfred.
Right you are, sir.
The writing by the bodies suggests the killer has a higher purpose. It's as if these weren't good enough for what he has in mind.
Do you think there are other victims?
Yes, and I don't know what he has planned for them. Alfred, I found a 4th victim.
Highly regrettable, Master Bruce. All we can do is hope this body yields some clues as to the killer's identity.
Scar tissue on the upper arm. I recognize the pattern. 20 years ago, this was a badge of honor among inmates at Blackgate Penitentiary. A small group of racketeers known as the Bloodhaven Six. Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. If I cross-reference the manufacturer with the pacing method, it will help to narrow the search. Clear signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee. Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition. Alfred, I've ID'd the victim as Franklin Accardo.
His records are a litany of drug-related offenses, sir. In and out of prison from an early age. He was serving a 20-year sentence at Blackgate before being released early on grounds of ill health due to a heart condition. He moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is where he was reported missing.
Have you found anything linking the victims?
I can find no personal or professional links between the victims, but they each went missing near state parks or playing fields.
Try and find anything connecting those places.
Of course, sir. I'll look into it.
Alfred, I've found a 5th victim.
I feared you would, sir.
I've seen that pattern of scar tissue before. It's a bite mark. Analyzing its radius points to a species of Selachomorpha. This particular variety of shark is only found in the waters off the coast of North Gotham. The victim is fitted with an ocular prosthesis. This specific type of medical-grade acrylic was used only once during a trial 5 years ago. Signs of trauma to the upper arm. At some point, titanium screws have been implanted to repair a fractured humerus. Alfred, the victim's name is Lisa Mendez.
She had quite a troubled upbringing, sir. Orphaned aged 9, foster homes, drug abuse. She developed a talent for surfing, hence the shark attack. Tragically, it's also how she lost her boyfriend. She was working for a Christian charity in Tucson, Arizona, when she went missing.
Do the details of the disappearance match with the others?
They do indeed, sir. Also, your request to cross-reference the parks and playing fields has proved fruitful. I've come across some leasing documentation that appears to have been falsified. Someone is attempting to cover their tracks.
Find out anything you can, Alfred. We couldn't have done anything to prevent these deaths, but we can still save others. Alfred, I've discovered another body.
6 victims, Master Bruce. When will this nightmare end?
This wound is relatively fresh, inflicted while the victim was still alive. Abrasion to the epidermal layers confirms the somewhat crude removal of a tattoo. position of this scar indicates the victim underwent surgery to remove one of their kidneys. A plate made of tantalum, used here for a cranial fracture, most probably the result of a boxing accident. The victim's callous knuckles would only be acquired by a professional fighter. Alfred, the victim's name is Ella Montgomery.
It appears the kidney was donated to a twin sister who unfortunately died. This seems to have been the catalyst for her boxing pursuits, and hence the cranial injury. She went missing in Huntsville, Alabama.
Cross-reference this with the others. See if it fits.
It does indeed, sir. Sending you the information now.
The Circus of Strange. Its route recently took it through all the locations where the victims went missing. Get me a list of associated names.
The circus is run by a rather suspicious fellow named Laszlo Valentin.
Search for any properties owned or leased by the suspect.
Records show Mr. Valentin used to lease a beauty salon here in Gotham, but the lease expired shortly before construction began on Wayne International Plaza.
Send through the location. It's time to end this. You're done here, Valentine. Let them go.
Oh, no. Pig not ready yet. She's all unique and wrong. All messed up, inside out. Pig, make her better. Pig make all of us better.
It's over.
But Pig can fix you too. Make you perfect, like the others.
You're insane.
And what are you?
I'm here to stop you.
Bad. Pig is like clay. Pig is like a god. Pig is here to fix us all. That's it, my darling. Show him how perfect you are. It make you invincible. Perfect and invincible. Rise up, my precious. He cannot keep you bound.
It's like they're immune to pain. I need to make sure they stay down.
Encore, show him how perfect you are. I mean to make you perfect.
I can't leave until I've rescued the other victims.
We're out here! Don't go! Please!
Where are you taking me? Go back to his circus.
I'm taking you where you won't be able to hurt anyone else. I'll make sure of it.
Pig doesn't hurt. Pig heals. Pig fixes. My Dollartrons are works of art.
Those people are living a fate worse than death.
Not death. Pig makes life worth living.
And the ones you murdered?
Too broken for Pig to make better. Too imperfect. They make Mother angry. Make Pig feel sick.
Those things you couldn't change. It's how I identified the bodies. It's how I caught you. It's why you failed.
No, not fail. Oh. Pig, you sick. Like to see?
You've got problems, Valentine. Out you go, Valentine.
Don't lock Pig away. Mother won't be pleased. Pig, not good enough. Oh, never good enough. So close until you stopped me. I can do better. So much better. It could have been so perfect.
Now old Pigface here. Total lunatic. Far too good for this place. Don't worry, you'll be the first one I let out.
Blow it! Go! Two-Face wants every last cent we can find!
Two-Face's thugs won't hear me over the alarm. No need to be quiet. I can hit them fast, hit them hard.
Thought you might show up, Batman. We were counting on it. Look, Batman, I need the money. It's hard to find honest work with these ridiculous. You make a monster out of us, then you hunt us down! Another guy down. But not dead, right, Batman? It's sweet that you still try and live by the rules. I used to have rules, Batman. Now I have the coin. It's easier this way. No wringing our hands, no hesitating. Just doing what fate decides.
Don't let him scare you. Grab the cash!
Well then, boys, looks like that bank has a bat infestation. Since we're making such a large withdrawal, why don't we take care of it for them? Lock the doors and find it. Whoever kills the bastard and brings us the body gets double their cut.
Two-Face locked us in. The thugs aren't after money now. They're after me. And there's no alarm to cover the sound of my attacks.
The bat don't know it, but he saved the best for last.
That cloak and dagger crap won't work on us.
You ain't hiding!
Batman, you got this wrong. The Bank of Gotham, it launders money for the mob. Or what's left of it. You remember the mob, right? The guys who burned half our face off because they couldn't get to you? No, sure. There's plenty of clean money mixed with the dirty. But what isn't tainted in this town? So stay away from the banks. You'll regret it if you don't.
Cash, Two-Face's crew went after the Bank of Gotham in Chinatown. I need you to disable the bank security gate and pick up Dent's thugs.
Sure thing, Batman. I'll send a car around now.
All right, boys, go, go, go! We're gonna be rich even after Harvey takes his cut. Well, both his cuts.
My attacks will be covered by the noise of the alarm. No need to be subtle.
Move it, move it, move it!
the bat gets one of you, we're gonna toss the coin. Heads, your family gets their hazard pay while you rot in...
It's tails for this chump. We'll tell you why you're sorry. Tails again. That's 2 bullets for each kid.
I ain't ever seen so much cash.
Tails again. Hey, I'll do today.
Heads. So, fate shows a little mercy.
Another man down! Don't let him stop us! You come near me, Batman, and I'll kill you!
Tails, you can't argue with the coin.
He's quick, but he can't get all of us. Keep moving! Forget the bat, focus on the money! Got another man down over here. Keep your eyes open. Still here. Stay away, Bat, or I'll blow the crap out of you!
Destiny was on your side, friend.
He's using the floor grates! Take out the grates! Stop the bastard!
Tails. Fate wants a massacre. Who am I to deny it?
Best payday ever!
Gentlemen, it's bonus time. You want to double your pay tonight? It's as easy as this. Kill the Batman!
Two-Face cut the alarm. I need to be quiet.
Oh crap! He's gone! And he's using smoke!
Oh, God.
This guy! Is he dead?
Where are you?
Oh God, someone's down!
Where are you?
This way!
Hey, what happened to you?
What? No!
He's out cold. Keep a lookout.
Man, that did a number on this fellow.
Sorry, buddy. I can't help you. I see him! He's over here!
Batman. I knew you wouldn't let this fly. Remember when I had the principal? Remember when I told Gordon we should arrest you? Said we shouldn't work with vigilantes? You promised me we'd crush crime in Gotham within the year.
Was I ever part of the plan? Or was I just a distraction? A pretty boy lawyer the mob could focus all that hate on, while you tore them apart.
Last chance. Get out of my way, or I deal with you myself.
Cash, the Drescher Bank's secure. Send a car for Dent's men.
On it.
This is it! The biggest bank in Gotham. Let's set a record tonight, boys. Hell, let's try and set 2, for the boss's sake.
Just like the others, these thugs can't hear a thing over the alarms. I'll hit them as hard as I can.
Keep moving, guys. Get the money and fill the truck. Man down! Don't let him stop us!
You should have left us alone, old friend.
Got another man down over here! Keep your eyes open! He's still here! Stay away, Pat, or I'll blow the crap out of you!
We were gonna spare you. But, well...
The coin had other ideas.
Got another man down over here! Keep your eyes open! He's still here! Stay away, Pat, or I'll blow the crap out of you!
We don't forget what happened, Batman. You set us up all those years ago.
Another man down! Don't let him stop us! You come near me, Batman, and I'll kill you! Batman, over here! He's underneath us! He's using the fork race! Then stop him! Blow him up!
He's just a man. Kill him!
Play hero when you leave guys like me behind.
Got another man down over here! Keep your eyes open! He's still here! You come near me, Batman, and I'll kill you!
The coin wants him dead. Hey, damn it, kill him!
Rich!
I warned you, Batman.
We said, stay the hell away! You should have let us be, Batman. But here you are.
Keep it together and forget Batman! Keep the money coming! Just keep going and we'll get out of here in no time, boys! Another man down! Don't let him stop us! Stay away, Bat, or I'll blow the crap out of you! He's using the floor grates! Take out the grates! Stop the battle! Don't slow down! Don't let him pick you off! This is incredible!
All of you, out! Tails you lose, Batman. And these guys will make sure. Bring us his corpse!
No more alarm to hide the sound of my attack. I need to be quiet.
kill you for what you did to us.
Oh, God! Make it stop! No! Finally! The hell was that? Look out! I got him! Batman! My location! He's grappled up! Find him! I'm sorry! Someone cover me! I'm checking our wounded. Let's be quick! Hold on, I'll get you down. Can you hear me? I've got a signal! Surveillance streaks everywhere! Try to locate origin. Signal's gone, damn it! I'm gonna get this guy back on his feet. Where? Over here. There's something down there. Nothing there now. Where's that? Over here. I found someone. Cover me. You need to wake up. Just exploded. I'm gonna check on this guy. Poor guy. Leave him! We need to look out for ourselves! You okay? No. No, I'm not. It's just us left. Hey, calm. We can do this. I got him. Batman, I will take you.
I've captured Two-Face. I'll bring him to you. Send a car for his men.
Sure thing, Batman.
Settle down, Dent.
Don't call me that. He's dead.
I don't believe that.
I wish I was dead. I'm a freak because of you.
That wasn't my fault.
You're the man who put that acid-throwing bastard in the dock. You said we'd saved Gotham.
I'm sorry, Harvey. End of the line, Dent.
Never count me out of the game.
Hands off the boss, bat freak! Yeah, he's twice the man you are.
Save your breath. We'll get our chance.
Not anytime soon.
Still trying to preserve the balance of justice, eh, Batman? Impossible! Think of all the crimes you missed while capturing us!
So how's it hanging, Harv? Color me insensitive, but I've always wanted to ask. Did everything get split down the middle? Right.